The strategic location of Ogun State as an only neighbor other than the Atlantic Ocean to Lagos, the fifth largest economy in Africa. Its positioning as a gateway to other neighboring African countries create room for intense mobility within its corridor as people go about their daily chores and businesses connect with their service providers or end users of their products or services. Ogun State could easily pass as the industrial, educational and religious capital of the country on account of the numbers of manufacturing and processing industries, schools and worship centers within its borders. These, coupled with a thriving agricultural sector, gave rise to the need for a transportation system multimodal in dimension, offering unique modern mobility service, supporting effective and efficient movement of people, goods and services across the state, thereby promoting socio-economic and cultural advancement in line with the Building Our Future Together agenda. With these in mind, the Dakpo Abiodun administration, based on its usual consultative and methodical approach to governance, rolled out plans to not only improve on physical infrastructure, but to also ensure a structure that will guarantee a modern-day solution to the immediate and future transportation needs of the people by air, land, and water.
This effective transportation system will therefore play a key role in the economic and social development of our dear state.
A strategic transportation master plan to be driven by a Ministry of Transportation was required. Governor Dakpo Abiodun went quickly to work on this project.
There's a clear difference between the Transportation Ministry and the Works Ministry. The Ministry of Works is to construct roads or to repair roads. But the Ministry of Transportation is that ministry that determines the shortest viable road to construct. And that road may not be the shortest. It may be because of the demographics of the area. Maybe the road needs to go through this market, that school, that village, this farm, this plantation, because our people are migrating around those areas. So we had to send another bill to the House to create the Ministry of Transportation and brought in one of our best to come and head that ministry. So the Ministry of Transportation now sits down to conceive ideas on where our roads need to be routed through to make for efficient transportation of goods, people and services. In the course of that, realize the fact that we need to have a transport master plan. I remember when the former Minister of Transport came here to Ogun State, Right Honorable Rotimi Amici. He said he could not believe that Ogun State did not have a Ministry of Transport. We did not have. But of course, this forward-looking administration, in a consultative attitude, realized they need to have that. So we also now began to work on a transport, master plan.
Well, on arrival, I was fortunate because even before I took office, His Excellency President Dr. Dakpo Abiodun had been meeting with industry experts at international level, in particular United Kingdom Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office, and they were already collaborating with the states towards developing a transport policy for our state. So I inherited that initiative that the governor had started even before I joined. And it was the right initiative to take upon or to start. Because once he defined his vision, the next step, of course, was for him or for the government to put in place policies that will ensure that that vision actually comes to fruition. And that process already was ongoing. So my job was simply to work with the UK FCDO team to make them understand exactly where it is we wanted to go, understand the background to transport in our state, and so on and so forth. Then along the way, we also engaged with Olabisi Onabanjo University to transform policy now into a plan of action. So now we have a transportation master plan and a transportation intervention plan for Ogun State.
The Strategic Transport Master Plan took into cognizance the need to deal with existing traffic requirements and also impact the implementation of the economic blueprint of the state by connecting the various economic development clusters in Ijebu-Ode, Remo, Magboro, Aton, Wasimi, Imeko, and Abeokuta. The unveiling of the Strategic Transport Master Plan for short, medium, and long-term multimodal transportation initiative in April 2022 was an avenue to launch the Gateway Pilot Mass Transit Scheme, an aspect of the Master Plan.
Let me observe that Ogun State remains an industrial hub in Nigeria. The transportation sector plays an important role in maintaining and further enhancing the status of our dear state as the investor's destination of choice. The fact that the position of our dear state as the only state that shares land borders with Lagos State, the fifth largest economy in Africa, and also serves an international window to the expansive corridor of West Africa reinforces the fact that our transportation system is very vital not only to our dear state's economy, but also to the entire country and indeed beyond. It is therefore not surprising that the state government is committed to reforming and repositioning the transportation sector towards ensuring continued provision of safe, affordable, accessible, and comfortable multimodal transport systems that will stimulate continued development of our dear state and increase the individual prosperity of the people of our dear state.
Lagos State is exploding, and I know that Ogun State will feel that impact. It's important that we create options for the people of Ogun State and Lagos State. And so it's actually a welcome idea to see Lagos State and Ogun State working together through the Lagos-Ogun Joint Development Commission, just to ensure that we develop our rail together, we develop the mass transit together, and the bus system. And integration is key to the transportation between Ogun State and Lagos State so that we can begin to foster the economy of both states. So it gives me pleasure, and let me also say that we have been working very well and with the Ministry of Transportation in Ogun just to make sure that we develop the red line as well as the blue line, and then later on we'll look at the purple line, which is from Redeem all the way to Ojo. And we haven't talked about the yellow line from Otta all the way to National Theatre. I can see the BLT, but we will continue to work together, and I can assure you, Mr. Governor, that you would have the full cooperation of Lagos State in developing this integrated transport for Ogun State and Lagos State.
The invited guests applaud the foresight of Prince Dapo Abiodun in birthing a product that would impact lives and the livelihood of the people.
When we were in school, after breakfast in the morning in Ake, I would trek 2 miles to school. And by the time I arrived in school, I was hungry again because there was no safe and affordable transportation system in Abeokuta, in Ogun State at that time. I congratulate all of us that this thing is happening in our own very presence. Now, finally, I urge all our people, don't be afraid to go to Lagos anymore because your cars are old. Buy your newspaper in the morning, go to the bus stop, enter the Ogun State bus that will take you to, I've been told, up to Christ Church Cathedral in Marina to drop you there, and you can come back in the evening reading your papers all the way. Congratulations to all of you and to ourselves. God bless you all. Thank you, Your Excellency.
I'm always, it's making my evening great, and I'm sure it's also making the evening of President Obasanjo great. One, he is one young man who is reviving all that was good for Ogun State. That was gateway transportation in Ogun State in my time. We were even operating up to Ilorin. Thank you, Mr. Governor, for giving back in my lifetime gateway.
I was surprised to hear that there was no Ministry of Transport in Ogun State. I don't know how many of you here are doctors. Transportation is like veins in the blood. It conveys what? Blood. If there is no vein conveying your blood, you will die. What the transportation does is that it provides logistics. If you don't, even when you're trekking, you're transporting. When you're riding bicycle, you're transporting. When you're in a car, you're transporting. If it's by water, you're transporting. So to hear that there is no Ministry of Transport in this place, then something was wrong at that point in time. I wonder how you people are managing your transportation sector. Your Excellency, you've done well. I don't say it lightly. I'm not one of the people who praise people easily. Why I don't praise governors easily is because it's our responsibility to do this. We are not only hired to do it, we are paid to do it. So when you don't do it, I don't know whether it's the relation of duty or it is failure to perform your responsibility. Having looked at what I've seen here, and I think you've done well.
The potential of this seed sown is enormous, and His Excellency Prince Dr. Abiodun aptly captures the essence of the launch of the bus service, a component of the Transport Masterplan, which is meant to provide the people efficient and affordable means of movement.
The whole essence of that Transport Masterplan is for us, like the Lagos State Commissioner of Transport highlighted, to effectively and efficiently move our people either intrastate or interstate. We are the industrial capital of this nation. We are the educational capital of this nation. We are fast becoming the breadbasket of this nation. We are the religious capital of this nation. I told someone yesterday, when you come to Ogun State to pray to God, it is a local call. From anywhere else, it's a long distance call. God answers prayers right here in Ogun State. For that reason, it is important for us to find ways and means to efficiently, effectively move people from adjacent states to our state and within our state. We are the expansion corridor for the fifth largest economy on this continent, the biggest economy in Nigeria, which is Lagos State. We see that cross-border migration every day. We see what our people go through. Our Transport Master Plan has preferred solutions and suggestions for us to deal with this. Today, we are launching this mass transit bus system. We are launching it. The pilot phase will start right here in Abeokuta and will expand to other cities in Ogun State. We also are developing the BRT lane. Because of our cooperation and understanding with Lagos State, under our Lagos Ogun Joint Development Cooperation, which focuses on areas of security, transportation, water supply, physical planning, amongst other things. Our buses will be able to leave Abeokuta, stop over in Kara or Baga, and go all the way to Marina, just like RBSC said. You'll be able to go from Adeodota or Ifo and go all the way into Lagos, and vice versa. I believe that whilst at this, the buses are air-conditioned, they are Wi-Fi enabled, it would further ease our ranking on the Doing Business Index, because we are successfully ticking that box, that item of ease of transportation. This
is a promise-keeping administration. We will continue to serve you. We will only make promises that we intend to keep. We're a promise-keeping administration.
To find us worthy, ready, and willing partners.
Following the successful launch of the Gateway Pilot Mass Transit Scheme, the yellow and green buses ply dedicated routes within Abeokuta from Itoshi to Adaton on a daily basis with some stops in between.
When we planned the scheme, we had one or two metrics in mind as to how we measure our success. We plan to operate 10 trips every day, and so far successfully we are doing that. We are carrying the numbers of passengers we anticipated we'll be carrying and raising the amount of revenue we expected. So far we are achieving that successfully. The level of complaints we are receiving from members of the public. In fact, we were anticipating complaints, but instead, we are getting requests for the routes to be extended to other parts of Abeokuta and Ogun State. Little or zero complaints, a lot of encouragement and desire for the expansion of the project across the state. So we believe we've been successful. The take-up has been encouraging, and it tells us and informs us that the citizens of Abeokuta and Ogun State are looking forward to the operations of what we will call formal services of transportation within our state in comparison to the informal experience that people are accustomed to today.
A ride on a typical day provides the passenger the luxury of a safe, accessible, reliable and affordable means of commuting with free Wi-Fi services in an air-conditioned bus.
And then tabati will be that if I post the Nikatima praise so that Captain Ademope, I feel posted in your poem. And therefore, what you see near Gyodowa, and call attention at what our new boss here. And one more thing, most thing what about if you want ticket here, Elomi man son, Elomi man fire, and Major Ribe, ever me keep it in case Moshile very low. I'm done my weekend was so one ticket you were for. Tabati Poland in boss, Lano of Fiat son, and John will pay in the Shamo.
This is a major departure from what the people were accustomed to.
It's very comfortable and there is safety and is available. I usually enjoy this bus mostly, but the other one that we just have a taxi that we used to brought on, but I don't enjoy those ones because they can carry more than the passenger that they used to carry.
I used to enter every morning and coming back. I am enjoying the motor because of the AC, and it's little money, just 15 naira. It's not like I will be standing under the sun there, or attachment 100 naira before I get the place. I will be sweating. Even this morning, I just say they target the bus that I want to enter this AC at least. So luckily, I met the motor and I'm enjoying it because even when there's hold up, I will not feel it, and it's just a little money that will come out from my pockets. I will not feel it. I want to appreciate the government for doing this, even though if they can do the one that can carry me to my state, I will be appreciating it. So at least for me to I not feel that I'm in Nigeria anymore when I'm inside bus. But whenever I come down, I will be feeling the sun. So I want to appreciate them for bringing such a thing in our state.
While passengers are already reaping the benefits of the scheme, Mr. Olushola, one of the bus's captains, says it took a while for the people to embrace the scheme because it appeared too good to be true.
The experience in Abeokuta here is so surprising, wonderful, because Abeokuta is, I don't know, maybe because they are seeing this kind of, this beautiful project for the first time. So funny at times, but we thank God they are complying, they are adapting to the situation on ground now. So they are turning up. Previously when we started, at times we begged them to enter, but now the number is increasing. You have to be gentle with them because at times they will look at you as if you don't know what you are talking about. But at times, coupled with the experience we have in Lagos State, just have to take it easy with them. Teach them, let them know what is going on, what Governor Abiodun has done and is planning to do. So we lecture them, we let them know what is going on. So gradually they begin to adapt to the situation. Before you can be employed, you have to go through series of training, both written and oral. So for almost a year going through training before I can be employed. I thank God we are still in the system today. My children are still in school, so I can pay their school fees, and I can still put at least, if it is not 3 square meals, 2 square meals on the table for my family. I believe Governor Dapo is planning a good thing for this state, and I pray that God will help him, will continue to uphold him, so that he will be able to achieve his goal concerning this transportation.
To ensure smooth daily operations of the mass transit scheme, there are routines meant to be observed and monitored by the operations managers.
I make sure that the buses are rolled out before 6 a.m. and they are positioned to the different locations before 6 a.m. and the bus will close 8 p.m. Then we run the operation from 6 to 8 p.m. on every day. I have my ticket validators, I have the ticketers, and I have the ticketer supervisors. So those are the people that I work with to make sure that the business goes on very well on daily basis. The ticketers are those that sell tickets for the commuters whenever they want to board the bus. So the ticket validators are the ones that invalidate the tickets to make sure that the ticket on the commuter's bus is actually the right amount for the destination they are going. So the validator will validate tickets to ascertain the amount on the paper tickets.
This is what we use. We brought in these devices for them to be using it for easy payment and disbursing of tickets. So this is the Izino app that we are using here. We have gateway card in Ogun State, like we have Kauri card in Lagos. But here in Ogun State, what we do is to print tickets for the commuters. We print 2 tickets, one for the customers, like commuters, and the other one as operator for the bus checkers and let's say the validators.
Other components of the multimodal transport system for the state, which include the rail network, agro-cargo airport, and the Olokola deep sea port are underway. This will be a game changer for the state. The Dapo Abiodun administration has continued to demonstrate its willingness to give the people of the state a new lease of life, and it is leaving no stone unturned to ensure every part of the state feels the impact of his government.
We are deeply committed to the transformation of this great state. We believe that as we proceed in this journey, with this mandate that's been entrusted to us, you will see how Ogun State continues to grow from, height to height.
With plans ongoing to extend the services of the mass transit scheme to other parts of the state, more roads are undergoing constructions and monitored to ensure compliance to best practices. The 6.5-kilometer Lafenwa Rounder Road is one of such roads. His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun has his eyes on the project, which when completed will also address the challenges of congestion and flooding being experienced in this axis of Abeokuta North. The market leadership is quite pleased with the possible outcome of the project.
Concerning this road, we appreciate the governor. We urge him to expedite work on the project, of which impact we are already experiencing in terms of reduction in gridlock. We can only imagine how much more effect it would have on flooding when it's done. We are grateful and assures the governor of our support towards his bid for a second term in office. He deserves it.
2023 láti dé orí àléfà ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì. I 100% believe that governor will do it because they have already do many things like that, as we know. Because all of us know the condition of this road before, caused many accidents. Even the one that happened last is a tanker carried fuel that fall down at the other side. All of us see that. We know the impact of our able governor on this incident. In case of this, as we know and believe that governor will do it.
When the governor said he will construct the drain here, we were quite happy. And now that he has started, we count it as of great benefits. We have asked all our members to go get their voters' card to ensure he returns to office by 2023. He also promised to deal with hoodlums disturbing the peace of our markets. We look forward to that as well.
Challenges or opportunities, Prince Dapo Abiodun has demonstrated a great understanding of the arts of making the most of what life hands one. Little wonder Ogun State is becoming the ideal place to work, live and play. The journey continues.